I'm back. Welcome back, Thunder Buddies, to another episode inside the Thunderdome. I have been away. I was at a real estate investing conference out in Toronto, so I was there for a couple of days. Probably to do with that, I got sick after that as well too. You can probably hear it in my voice, but I've not been able to produce any content because I wasn't feeling very good, and the quality would not be that good either. I'm going to go through a HAMMERTIME League today. I haven't even been feeling good enough to play any Magic, so I have not updated the list at all. Run it through old fashioned. We'll change it up for the next time. I also wanted to add a little bit of a different piece today. Tell me if you like it. If you hate it, it's whatever. I won't do it again, but if you like it a little bit, let me know in the comments so I know to add this to a couple of other ones, because I have multiple screenshots of this. So this is called Storytime. This is our Storytime segment of the show, where we go through shitty people on MTGO. So the first one actually happened just last night. It was the first league I'd played in, 10 days or so. Anyways, to give you a little bit of context, I was playing Pioneer. I was playing Red-Black mid-range. He was playing Gruul Vehicles. The matchup is favorable for him. I have not had a whole lot of experience in Pioneer, as you could tell from my other videos. However, I'm an okay player, so I make it do. Context before this starts is I have one game won, which I squeaked out. I really, really liked the way I played it. Anyways, one game won on a mull of 5. Really enjoyed that. I'm beating him down in game 2. And then all of a sudden, and he hasn't said anything. So this is my favorite part about all of this is I never provoke any of it. It's people are sitting on top of their little salt mountain at home and they decide to tell me what's going on. So I went ahead and attacked with something, and then he used Besage, who endures, and shot my artifact, and then I went and grabbed a swamp. So he starts off the conversation with LOL, and I'm like, all right, I'll bite. What's so funny? And he goes, swamp, ? And I go, yeah, I can only play 4 blood crypts because I had 2 in play. Arguably, maybe you didn't see the other 2 in the graveyard that I had pitched to a Fable the Mirror Breaker. But before you make fun of someone, probably check the facts. So, and this obviously upset him by quite a bit. He goes, okay. And I go, weird. How many dual lands do you play of each? He started it. Now I'm having fun. However, this took a rough turn because the next comment was, go fuck yourself. Like, why? Why? Anyways, the conversation gets worse. I'm only showing you a very small snippet, but it goes on for a while, actually, because he ended up stalling the game, insulting me, it wouldn't go any further in the game until I answered him back. Anyways, I won the match. That's fine, but if you don't want to be on my show, shown as a piece of shit, don't be a piece of shit. Anyways, back to the HAMMERTIME. Look at where we are. You'll notice we're doing a episode in review. Yours truly recorded it live. Forgot to push the record button. So I'm going to not actually review the video here. I'm going to go through as if I'm just playing. So I'm going to try and keep, my knowledge of the future, essentially, aside from the video, and just kind of go through my decisions as I was playing them. So here we are in round 1, just making sure we are on record this time. So, won the dice roll, going first. Its hand here. Yeah, I'm going to keep it based on Urza Saga. Sentinel's good, but at least we have an Urza Saga to go off of. So yeah, I'll keep this one. And I did keep it okay. We'll fetch and shock here. No, we didn't shock because we have the drums, so that, and we don't have the don't have a Spell Pierce in hand. We'll just go ahead and play out our whole hand here. Ship it back. Playing against the mirror. Okay, right on. It's pretty easy. Urza Saga here. I was hoping to draw something better than a drum, but you know what? The Saga and the Sentinel were the plan to keep the ball moving anyways. Don't want to play a hammer just yet. Don't know if I'm going to grab a Sigarda's Aid or if it'll be a Pure Steel that I end up moving along with. Okay, so they had a very similar hand to ours. Whoop. Okay. Land was not what we wanted either. But we'll play it, I guess. I split the difference here. Played the hammer. Don't know that I love that, although now the Urza Saga is coming off the stack. Like we're making construct tokens. It is nice to have a little bit bigger one, so happy enough with that. It's a neat new planes. Okay, so they end up with a Pure Steel. Hammer's pretty good here. They're able to equip and then attack, and oh, it probably would not have blocked there. Realizing they could be dead on the way back. I flashed them a hammer, so maybe that's why they didn't attack, is that I don't just have Pure Steel in my hand and then untap and 20 them. Yeah, I would not have blocked either, so maybe that was the thought. So anyways, free for us. A construct. Okay, Sigarda's Aid right after playing the hammer. That serves us right. What are we gonna get here? It's gotta be just Shadow Spear, right? Yeah. Grab Shadow Spear. Okay, right on. Equip that. Okay, play the Aid first. Equip the Shadow Spear to the construct. Bang with just the construct. I don't know what you do for them. Like, they block here, but I mean, it helps them soak up, some damage anyways. They weren't dead. Like, it was 19. They would have gone to 1 and had the Ornithopter still. I don't know if that really matters because they're going to have 3 artifacts anyways. Hey, if they construct like that, it feels good for us if they're not using their mana. Okay. Shock here can be concerning a bit. All right, well, attack for 13 is not bad. Wonder why the shock. Move stuff around. All right, Shockland is not what we wanted. We still have the bigger things, so I'm happy enough to just continue to swing here. Really need a Pure Steel Paladin. Okay. The skill, then they let us draw a card. Why not pay? Like, do you have another skill or something? I wanted to keep the Ornithopter. All right. Well, happy enough to have a Stoneforge Mystic. And I'll keep the Hall of Fountain in hand. I don't... So this was an interesting decision to grab Cauldra. I really like, because they don't have a Giver out. They don't have their own Cauldra out. So we're the ones who are definitely favored if we have a Cauldra in play. Incoming Giver, fuck. Not the end of the world, but it is, because we still soak up 5 damage. We still have the biggest thing on board, and both things have lifelink, so not a big deal. 43 to 49 to 27 now. Late Aid, pay for it. All right. 1 card left in their hand. They move stuff over to the Giver and pass. Okay. Yep. We go to town, attack like this. I'm not flashing this in, obviously. Dealing 25 or 24 doesn't really matter. I want it on defense, the Cauldra. There's a Saga here. Again, it soaks up. We saw the biggest thing. This thing can soak up 5 damage every turn. You go Pure Steel. Okay, happy to see that. Doesn't change anything. They move stuff over to their biggest guy. Come on in. Alright, play the Cauldron. What's going on here? Give me this pro black. Okay. Pro black. Put in the Cauldron. So the game ended, but I fucked up the order here. So I meant to put the Cauldron on the Esper Sentinel because it's not black. But the way I've stacked these triggers is it'll go to the Esper Sentinel and then come off to the Germ token. So I need to stack those the opposite way so the Esper Sentinel gets it. They conceded, but I think they were in the tough spot there anyways, especially with 2020 coming back. But yeah, happy with the way that went. All right, in game 2 on the draw here. This hand, if I click through, I guess we already took it, but I do like this hand. We've got a plain, got Esper Sentinel, Cigar's Aid, there's a Saga, yeah, not bad at all. They do nothing interesting. We draw a Needle. Put the Needle on the Marsh Flats. Excuse me. Would have got him. There's no way they leave it. They just fetch some. All right, Pure Steel. Fairly slow. There's a Saw. We didn't need a second one of those. Let's go Aid. And then I'm going to Needle. Because they have the Paladin, we have the Aid. I'm going to Needle Colossus Hammer. Just pass the turn. Okay, they go into a Stoneforge. Really get with that. It's got to be Cauldron, right? You got a Hammer. Why? Maybe they must have Cauldron in hand. Like, there's no way you don't get Cauldron there. Didn't need our second land in a row. Played the Ink Moth Nexus here instead of Seachrome Coast. A lot of people will put the Seachrome Coast there because it's land 3, but next turn when the Urza Saga goes away in your main phase, it's sacrificed so you can play the Seachrome Coast as land 3 anyways. Arguably, you may want to play the Urza Saga at that point, but you have more options anyways, especially the amount of lands we have in play. And incoming Cauldron for sure. All I know is I hope they attack with it. Anytime somebody attacks with the Cauldron, it just opens the door wide open. Okay, that's annoying. That's really annoying. So, guess we're gonna make a construct here in response. Then they name Ink Moth Nexus, but if they name Urza Saga, must note on a couple of constructs, especially with drawing the Hammer. They left this open for reasons. They have to have Path, or it could be Spell Pierce if they did that, but it's got to be Path or March, I would think. So let's make our construct. And then they name Ink Moth. Yeah. Bang for 5. Come on in. You got it. Anytime you want. All right. Didn't need another land. Let's... Guess we just make a mana here. Yeah, just make a mana. Go get a hammer. Put the hammer on... Or you get get Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear on Esper Sentinel, and then hammer onto Esper Sentinel, and then that way we're at least getting through with the construct token if they have interaction to stop that. I think I said don't make token, but this obviously equips itself, so make token was easy. Yeah, see, arguably there you play the Urza Saga. Yeah, I think that was smarter in hindsight. Do have Spell Pierce. All right. Draw card. See if that comes back to bite me, if I needed an Urza Saga there or not. Okay. Spear, Sigarda's Aid. Alright. Okay, and you have a hammer too. Interesting to play the aid there. It gives you more options if you don't play the aid. Right, because then you can find Stoneforge. I guess with land you can find Stoneforge and hammer anyways, but R15 attacking for 16, we have to block here. Then they were still alive. Well, barring that. Alright, you win. Game 3 of match 1. What's our opener here? Yeah, we'll keep it. Giver of Runes is pretty good in the matchup, especially with the Stoneforge that can, like, if you can get the lock in the match, the lock is Giver of Runes and a Cauldron. That's pretty good, so we'll keep this. Start on Giver. Just get a plains here. Then in the deck, Urza Saga. Okay, there's got to be a drum here, right? Oh, that's not a drum. What's going on here? No drum, Urza Saga. They have no other lands? Like, they kept this? Okay. Ornithopter. That'd be just Stoneforge here. I'd rather keep the Sigarda's Aid and surprise them with it. Get the Cauldron because we can just protect the Stoneforge either way. Okay, yeah. Gingerbrew's getting busy. Have at her, buddy. Alright. Saga, Ornithopter. I like Giver of Runes Cauldron here. And so there's consideration to not attack. If their hand, so I thought about this for a long time, but if their hand is Sigarda's Aid, land, like it can be a colorless land. Like they haven't missed a land drop yet. They're just colorless lands. But if it's land, Sigarda's Aid, they haven't been able to play because these are colorless. And then 2 hammers, you can go get drum here. Make this unblockable, play the Sigarda's Aid, and then the two hammers, and I lose. So definitely a consideration not to attack there. I could die. Yeah, happy to see Stoneforge. They have to grab. Okay, they grab hammer. Interesting. But needle. Whoa! I think you missed one there. Put on Urza Saga. Why not Giver of Runes? Maybe they thought they just couldn't beat the board state if I start making tokens. 2 Giver of Runes though. That's pretty free value. I would have done that. Also would have got a Cauldron of my own. Okay, happy enough. Didn't need the extra land, but play the aid. No attacks here. Again, for the same line, but more likely this time because they already, they already grabbed the drum, so did not want to run into that. Is it happening? Sigarda's Aid? Yeah. Make it unblockable. Whoa! I've been there, man. I've been there. You're not gonna like it. Been there. I've done this. The reason I know you're not gonna like it is because I didn't like it when I did it. Oh, I'm still sorry. Forgot it had haste. Yeah. Yeah, I told him. The reason I know that is because they did exactly that. Yeah. I think. Oh, that's rough. Esper Sentinel and they concede. Alright. Moving on. Alright. Vidi Boule. Vidi Boule. This hand. You have 1, 2, 3 1-drops and 1 land. Draw a second land. And really kind of is starving for a third land too. I'm on the draw. And I'll keep it, but I'm not gonna be super happy if I don't draw that second land. Still technically functional, but super, super fragile. Okay, Dormant Mine. Okay, second land. Fetch Shock Esper Sentinel. Fetch Shock Ren. Okay, not so bad because we get to draw a card. Hopefully we get a land. Come on. Need one right now. Fuck. Sakes. Well, probably over right now. Oh my god. To play an Esper Sentinel into a Ren and 6, just to have something to do. Shoot it. Berry. I'm surprised they didn't just bounce the aid for fun. Okay. Play Stoneforge. Let's grab a hammer. They bolt it. Good enough. Okay, now they put the aid in hand. Alright, Fable. Land, please. Alright, do anything. Grab a Stoneforge. Cauldron this time. They have another bolt. Okay. We throw away Cauldron and Scarta's aid. Cauldron's unlikely to work. I give up. I give up. I can't do it. It's just too tough a board state, and have a tough time on lands there. On the play, game 2. Oh, oh man, how fragile is this? What do you do? What do you do? Keep it, right? Keep it, right? Look at how fragile that is. But on the play, as long as they don't keep up bolt turn 1, like, which they're unlikely to with that many, tri lands. All right, yeah, let's do it. No way they play around Korif. Okay, good land there. Play the Korif Fitter, move her across. Now the goal is to just untap. They play Beseiju, which means they probably have second Beseiju here, right? Okay, they ice my upkeep. Let's skill that. Rather, they don't draw a card, and I get to bang for 12. Inkmoth and a Stoneforge. Grab a Cauldron here. Yeah. Put another threat on board. Down to 8 against a deck that needs to... they've given up. Had enough. Down to 8 against a deck that needs to fetch and shock all day. Back on the draw for game 3. It's so fucking slow. Has the pieces, but no artifacts too to be able to equip with this. I mean, yeah. Good try. There's an artifact. Guess we play it. Steel Shapers for Colossus Hammer. Yeah, maybe play the Shadow Spear there instead next time. But either way, it's fine. They have the Ren. Do 10 and ticks. Uldra's an interesting draw here. That kind of can help. Grab another hammer. Okay, we're collecting artifacts. That's good. What is this? 1, 2, 3, pass. All right. Land was good. Yeah, let's put the Cauldron in play here. Like that. Hold up skill. Attack them. Yeah. All right, we got in. Draw 2, discard 2, make a treasure. Yeah. Okay. They throw away 2 Sarah's Emissaries. Oh. What? All right. Fairy. So Blacksmith skill is gonna rot in my hand because of this Teferi. It's so unfortunate. So I think I'm gonna skill the Germ. If they bounce the cauldron, at least I could put it back into play and attack with it and put them down some life points, but not great. Excuse me, guys. All right, I'm lucky they didn't have a bolt as well. Go with that. Cauldron back in play. And I'm just going to attack them. I don't get them down closer. I mean, the ultimate there gets back Prismari commands, but you know, let's play the hammer here. They go to 7. Get a mine. Get a mine. Oh my god, they're gonna make 2 Archons here. I can beat 1 Archon. I cannot beat 2, right? Oh. Look at all the Archons for 3 Sarah's Emissaries. Right? Because their whole deck. Otherwise they get something else. They could have 1 in hand, I guess. Like Archon in hand or something. It's so strange. Okay, like use creatures always. There you go. So we just need our path. Path to exile, good to go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is play the Shadow Spear, equip the Shadow Spear, the hammer to this, the hammer to this, and then this attacks Ren, and then that way if they block here, that's 8 to Ren, and then if they block here, that's still more than lethal to Fairy. So get rid of both Planeswalker here. Pretty good. And we get to draw another card with Shadow Spear. Not bad. Alright. This is gonna be one of the wildest games I think I've ever played. What's going on here? Go to 3. Make a dwarf. Boom. Indomitable for 3. Okay. Well, that's not going to work on the germ because it's indestructible and this destroys. But I'll get 2 new things. Maybe it's another pure still. Okay, you got a hammer and an Esper Sentinel. Not great with 2 aids in my hand, but it doesn't really matter. We have to find path. We're winning with a path to exile either way. So here we go. Give her runes. Guess we play that. For the Stoneforge now. Oh no. Yes. Apologize in advance because I keep equipping and attacking with this germ token, not realizing that I'm thinking that I'm gaining life. Anyways, that's not how it works. So ignore my attacks. No need. They have protection. I thought that for some reason they would have protection, but I'd still gain the life. The creature's not doing the damage. But if they block with a creature, I would do the damage, right? Because he has protection, it wouldn't yeah. I guess it doesn't work. Anyway, so you're just gonna have to ignore these attacks. Should have put on the Esper Sentinel, this hammer on the Esper Sentinel. So that I definitely draw a card if they cast a non-creature spell. Let's see how many non-creature spells I missed for that. He's asking me if I have a solution to this. I do, but I don't want to tell him just yet. Okay, we're dead now. Had one more turn to draw, so we didn't miss any draws with the Esper Sentinel, so I feel better about it. But anyways, pull me a path, 1-1. Gonna tell you right now, one of the weirdest handles I've seen to date on MTGO. I hope it's a sincere reflection of how they feel about themselves and not shot at whatever community, but the handle right here is something I'm very surprised is allowed on MTGO when the S word is blanked out. But anyways, yeah, this hand's good. We've got a Stoneforge, hammer already, Pure Steel, Ornithopter for another artifact, an Ink Moth for a quicker kill. Lost the die roll. They go fetch, shock, Dragman. All right. Esper Sentinel was a great draw. Don't know what kind of deck they are just yet, so I'm happy to grab the plains instead of the Hall Fountain. I'll block here for sure. Not a fan of Ragavan running away with the games. Happy enough to spend 1 mana. Okay, Kavu. So it's just Domain Zoo. Inkmoth here, so we can play our Stoneforge. Go grab another hammer. I decided to play the Ornithopter here in case we draw Sigarda's Aid. Exactly. I went back and forth on it for a little while because I wanted to be able to, like if they spend mana to bolt this instead of this, then that's 3 artifacts. So yeah, that was the thought. But anyways, decided that Sigarda's Aid being drawn was too much of an upside to not play it. And did we get it? 3rd hammer. Okay. Well, let's play a couple of them, I think. So play 1, leave up Stoneforge activation. They only know about the 1, so leave up Stoneforge activation for the second one. I'm not playing all 3 here, again, in case I draw an Aid this turn. For against a damage-based deck, you prefer to have it at instant speed. Okay, they drew their 3rd land. They pass. Nothing to do. Alright, let's hammer and play. Okay, didn't need 4th hammer. Let's go for Steel Shapers. I'm not going to play the plains just yet. I want to conceal the fact that I can play a Cauldron. So let's grab that. Play this, and I think we just pass the turn here. I'm not really like attacking with this. They could easily just have a leyline binding. What are they doing? Bolt. Okay, so they're bolting here. They definitely have a binding. Because I'll activate, and then they'll be able to. They've got 4 land types. They're just missing swamp. So, anyways, I'll play along. Easy enough use of. Otherwise, the Cauldron rots in my hand, so I might as well get it out of there. Yeah, and get the binding out of their hand is the more important thing. Okay, they discard draw, no blocks for us. Down to 7. What's going on? Ooh. Interesting they didn't want to leave up a red mana, even if they don't have a bolt, like, to represent it. Because right now, all I'm worried about is Stubborn Denial, and I can beat that. Oh, perfect. Great draw. I'll just play Pure Steel Paladin, animate this. Had to have a land there to be able to give it flying. Might as well attack with both of them, I guess, in case they have something. Alright, we're done. Wow. Just had a coughing fit off screen there. Alright, on the draw again. Yeah. I don't mind this hand. We've got an Esper Sentinel, Stoneforge to put in the Cauldron that's already here. You end up with an extra hammer out of that. Yeah. Not my favorite hand, but it's okay. All Pierce to kind of hold up. Drew a hammer. Okay. Play the Esper Sentinel. Not a big fan of playing the Ornithopter in this situation. It just gets... Wait. Happy enough to block here again. Super happy I blocked the land drop. Appreciate that. Hey, let's play the Stoneforge. Grab the hammer. And we'll play the Ornithopter here. Yeah. Yeah, and if we just grab get an aid, I want to be able to do that. Oh, missed the land drop and gave up. Okay. All right. 2-1. Going to game 4. This hand. Got an Urza Saga, the mana to use it. Pure Steel Paladin. Yeah, I'm into this hand. Okay, let's keep it. Lost dice roll again. What do they do? They mulligan to 6. Okay. Floated Strand. This is the mirror. Fetch shock. Doesn't matter if you play the drum or the gingerbread. Brute gets in for 1 more potentially. Also opens up to lightning bolt if this is Murktide. Okay, gets in for 1. I do nothing at my turn. Untap and shock. Okay, prismatic ending. Pass. Wow. All right. Happy to see that. Let's play the drum and the aid here. No point playing the pure steel out. All right, they drew the land. Breeding pool. Breeding pool. This, but there's no Pokemon, so is this you again? Like, something odd. Plains just happy to make a construct, hold up spell pierce. Call. Okay, so we're playing against, obviously, there's no no Kahira, then there's an the Mom, the Elishnorn, in the deck. So anyways, I don't know when I'm going to get to convert on this spell pierce. I'm just going to make sure I do it right now. So let's make a construct and then the spell pierce. Looks a lot worse in the face of exactly Teferi and a lot better in case of basically anything else. Elemental, Sage. Okay, yeah, I can work with that. Stoneforge off the top. All right, let's do this. We play the Pure Steel, play the Stoneforge, and then the Hammer here puts us our Construct token to 13. We draw a card. The reason I did it this way is just in case they had a Bolt. I get to draw a card in the midst of all of that. Just a little bit of security. But they didn't have it. We won the game. On the draw yet again. For Sentinel, Scarzade, Hammer, Skill, Rum, Ink Moth. Yeah, this is pretty good. Keep this. Start on the Sentinel. Bring it back. Guard. No, I don't know if that's standard or not, or maybe they have the Triumph in their hand but didn't play it. Odd. Let's play the drum. Play the Scarzade, and I'm gonna hold up Blacksmith Skill. Pretty free to do it. I don't need the extra. I mean, I'm telegraphing I have something here pretty well, so yeah. No Triumphs. Interesting. Anyways, another land and go. We draw. Okay, didn't really need second Pure Steel. Get a Plains. I guess it gives us the insurance to play the first one. Pretty easy to do. Attack for 1. Not really too worried, because if I play the Hammer here, playing the Pure Steel out, at least I should get to draw a card. At best, it's draw card deal 11. At worst, it's draw card. They need 2 points of interaction because I have the skill here as well, like Bolt and something else. Solitude. What's the target? Pure Steel. If I skill the Paladin and they have Ephemerate, they get to hit the Paladin anyways, and then on the upkeep they get to hit the Esper Sentinel. No, if I skill the Paladin, they get to hit. They miss on that, hit the Esper Sentinel with the Ephemerate, and then on the upkeep hit the Paladin. If I float mana and then they Ephemerate, get the Esper Sentinel, then I can skill that. Then if they have another point of interaction, I lose the interaction anyways. Maybe that's better. But then I definitely don't get to draw a card. I think I'm into the upside of drawing a card here. Let's skill the Paladin. Okay, that works. Doesn't mean I'm out of the woods yet. Okay, they go Ephemerate, and they pay. It's gonna get the Esper Sentinel. Makes sense. Hammer goes in, I draw a card, and then on the upkeep they're gonna get. Okay, Stoneforge was good. Stoneforge was quite good. Shoot that. Incoming Risen Reef. Oh, this game's slipping away. Slipping away. Let's play Stoneforge. Playing both. Guess so. Guess so. I could have played them both. I think that was much safer. I felt this slipping away, so I think I just went to go try and kill them here because I had the mana to be able to equip and then make it flying again. So they needed. It couldn't have been binding. It had to be exactly bolt or ephemerate. So, anyways, let's bolt the mana here, make white, and play Stoneforge. We get another hammer. Jesus. Second reef. No lands. No lands. So 2 non-land cards in play. Add the life total. You got it. Oh, what are the chances this works? What are the chances? Might as well play the brute first out of the 2. Play the brute first. You've got 3 artifacts you can go to equip. And that way, probably, it doesn't really matter if you equip like Stoneforge first. They're not going to bolt it anyways. They'll just block with 1. So you might as well just go for it. At 20 exactly. Yeah, let's play the brute first. Move that over. Okay, so now we've beaten bolt, so we're just dead to ephemerate, so we might as well make it unblockable. And we have the aid here, right? And they're a bunch of 1/1s, so we might as well attack with awe. The aid gives it flash. They do nothing. We throw a hammer on. Work. Draw a card. It's a good sign. Rank for 21. All right. That's a really tough matchup. I'm very, very, very happy to have won that one. That gets out of hand so fast. Hellish Norn too, like, oh my god, is that thing a house against Scarta's Aid and Pure Steel and Stoneforge, and it just destroys the whole deck. So, all right, well done. Here we are, round 5. Let's see if we can get that 4-1, eh? Not a big fan of this hand. It's got an Esper Sentinel, and that's about it. So I'm gonna ship this one. This is way better. I'll just put back. You know, I'm gonna put back Paladin. I don't have 2 white sources, and sometimes you just play against like prismatic ending deck, and you just want second spell pierce or second spell pierce, second Sigarda's Aid. So yeah, let's just ship back the Paladin here. There you go. Put out Sigarda's Aid here. Oh, this is spell pierce. There you go. All right, good choice. Good choice number 1. Shock with this. Ren, all right. Ren's a good card. Play the aid here, nothing else. I remember, I forgot to explain, but I remember deliberating a whole lot on this, whether to play the Inkmoth Nexus. But with 8 out and Inkmoth, like, there's no way I get away with killing them the next turn. I ended up going on the Saga, but it had one big fatal weakness, and that was at the Fairy. So deliberated that for a while before making a decision. And then this turn I was too chicken shit of another one, so I played another Inkmoth, and the game was slipping away from me, so I felt like I really had to make a move to try and win it. I drew a skill. So now I'm going to hold off because I can skill the Inkmoth Nexus before I animate it. But I need one more land to be able to do that. So I'm just going to hold off one more second here. Oh God. All right. Well, let's throw away the non-essential. Pure Steel. I actually have to have them attack me here. All right. Coming in, throw away the Shadow Spear. Take 6 down to 5. What is this? Reunion. Okay. So far, so good. It's really good. Fuck. That's a big issue. So now I don't have enough mana to skill this and give it flying. That's annoying. So we're gonna die, but I'm gonna try it without the skill and see what happens. Have to, right? There you go. All right, back on the play where we belong. And slow, but does have a Stone Forge and a Paladin. Mana Leak's not horrible. Yeah, let's give it a try. Swap Teeth to start is not great. Grab a Hallowed Fountain. Alright, Path. A little early on the Path. Don't need it exactly right now. Get a Hammer out of that. Try land. Bitter Union, okay. No discard, no relevant discard anyways. That's good. Secret Coast, we'll play that. Guess we just go with like Stone Forge and then play Hammer. Yeah. Get Hammer, play Hammer, attack. Play land, go. Third Stone Forge. So I made a bogey here because I should have not attacked with one of them. Played this Stone Forge, got Cauldra, and held up Mana Leak and Cauldra all at the same time. Anyways, I attacked with one and I missed out on some damage there. Would have been much better. And go. Yeah, see how much value missed out on there. So, okay. Oh, this is going way too fast. Somebody click. Whoa. Somebody click the wrong fuck button here. Whoa. Make it stop. Holy fuck. As I was saying before, I clicked the wrong button there. Should not have attacked with both of these. Should have left one of them back. Played this Stone Forge and got a Cauldra, and then I can hold up Mana Leak and Cauldra with the other Stone Forge. So, small bogey there. Hopefully it doesn't punish us too badly. Okay, land, go. Again, could have had a Cauldra in play right now. Didn't really need third Hammer. Put the Cauldra in play and push the gas pedal down a bit here. They're holding up like Prismari Command as the perfect play into it because the Cauldra can't be destroyed. And just hold up the Mana Leak. With this much mana for us in play, like I'm pretty happy to be just sitting back and attacking for a little bit. They're 5. They're a deck that fetches all the time. Okay, yeah, there you go, Prismari Command. Oh my god, I pushed the wrong button again. Alright. Make it stop. Oh, fuck's sakes. Just missing the best part of the whole match. Alright, we're gonna pick up here where the Prismari Command was. I did that twice, pushed the wrong goddamn button. 3 or 4 times, it skips through everything. So, tough day for button pushing, especially for the guy who missed the record button earlier. Okay, Dwarf Token. So if they go, like I really want them to do like Transmog 2. I could just Mana Leak. If they have Spell Pierce though, like Hammer Blowout, but then like they lose both this, they're tapped out. Like I lose both this, they gain 6 life, be at 10, I lose a couple cards. What would I have to throw away there? Oh man, that'd be tough because I have to throw away Path and Hammer, and then play Paladin, play Hammer. This would be a 25 attacking against 12. So I guess we win. Yeah. So that would be good if they transmogged and we lost the interaction. 8 is interesting here. Now we can push the base a little bit more even. So let's Let's attack all. Because so far they have to beat our board. Our board is killing them already. So now with the aid, we can flash in a hammer, on an unblocked creature, or they could just have binding to get rid of this. Okay, got it. Can't mana leak that. That goes away. Let them set their blocks. Ooh, that's an odd block. Must be up against it if that's what they're up to. Okay, well, let's put a hammer out and see what happens. Just tear that. I can't mana leak because they can pay, but I can just play another hammer. So let's do that. Really nice to convert a spell pierce late in the game. So hopefully we still make it work through all of that. Eat a dwarf. Still have a path for. Okay, Ren, I like that. That makes me feel good. So now they can't make 2 guys this turn. You can make 1. And we could path it. That'd be like path it before it resolves. Would be great. Then we'd win. Ginger Brute. So, okay. The plan is play Pure Steel, equip Cauldra to Stoneforge, so that they can't bolt the Pure Steel to win that interaction. Goes over to Stoneforge. Equip both the hammers over there, and then move the Cauldra back to the Pure Steel, so I have another hasty attacker. They would have to block with both of the dwarves and deal with one of the attackers. Okay. 4 lands, and we'd have a mana leak backup. I like our spot. Never say never, but I do like our spot. Let's move the hammer back over the paladin. Go swing it. Ice. Okay. If I mana leak, they have another spell pierce. So worst case, I go mana leak, they go spell pierce, they untap, and they go double creativity for 2. Can't do anything about that. Lose 2 guys. Keep the Pure Steel, and then untap, and hopefully kill. They need like 3 or 4 good successive draw. I guess with Bitter Reunion, that would give it haste as well too. Like both of them haste, would be dead. So I think we have to. But if they go like land 1, 2, 3, 4, go land and then transmog, because they have to block here, right? Like you have to block both dwarves on both Stoneforges, so they lose both of them. So they can't transmog for 2 actually, so they can't kill us. If they and I keep saying transmog, but Indomitable. So if they untap, play land, transmog for 1, get a guy, but if I mana leak, they have the mana to pay for it. So you need a mana leak now because they cannot kill us on the way back. Okay, that's it. They conceded. Right on. Big ol' 4-1. I will I'll even prove it to you right there. That was good. Played the original list that I haven't played in a while. The deck does change seemingly week to week. Same thing with sideboard guides and stuff too. So fun deck to keep up with. It's enough for me to focus on. Looking forward to it. I'll bring a new list for next time, most likely. I'm hoping to play a little bit more Magic as I start to feel better. But until then, you guys have a great day. Treat people right, and see you around soon.